Moving on to the liberal media, laughably warning Americans to save up, budget for health care, refinance their homes to financially survive the next 4 years under a Trump economy.
But where was the left's warning call around Biden before his administration led the U.S. to record high debt, 20% higher consumer prices, gas that's up more than 26%, and 30-year mortgage rates that have skyrocketed over 140%? Well, here to react, former Council of Economic Advisors acting chair Tom Philipson. So they're sending out the warning flares for the Trump economy, batten down the hatches. I mean, to me, that's a recipe for just not making money and getting further behind, Tom. How do you react to this?
Yeah, buckle up, America. Good times ahead. That's essentially how I view it. So, I mean, these economic Armageddon arguments have been coming, since 2016. And you have these letters signed by Nobel Prize winners, essentially, which are very valuable for predicting things because they always predict the opposite of what's going to happen. So if you know what they're going to predict, you actually know what not to believe. So they predicted Trump 2016 would be an economic disaster. It was a huge success. They predicted that ACA, the Obamacare, would be funded by student loans that made profits. They also predicted a bunch of other stuff, which was crazy. This time around, they're predicting that, immigration, which they usually say will have no wage effects, but deportation now it's going to have huge wage effects. So when you increase labor supply, it doesn't affect wages. But now when you decrease labor supply, it will affect wages, essentially. Same with the tariffs. They're very off on the tariff. They're not inflationary. They were not inflationary the first time because imports are a small share of our economy. China is only about 2% relative to GDP. So if you slap a tariff on that of 10%, it's about 0.2% essentially. So it's not going to be inflationary, especially not compared to overall tax policy, which is going to be deflationary because U.S. trades mostly with itself, essentially. Most of the economies trade between Americans, and therefore tax cuts and deregulation with lower prices much more significantly than tariffs on small parts of the economy, that's imports.
Well, on that note, why is the left and their liberal lemmings in the media trying to stir the pot on President Trump's tariff proposals? He is standing firm in his belief that tariff is, in fact, a beautiful word. Listen to this.
Economists of all stripes say that ultimately consumers pay the price of tariffs.
I don't believe
Can you guarantee American families won't pay more?
I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee tomorrow. But I can say that if you look at just pre-COVID, we had the greatest economy in the history of our country. And I had a lot of tariffs on a lot of different countries, but in particular China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we had no inflation.
Exactly, Tom. And again, if Welker ever listened to what you say about when you cut corporate taxes here and you maybe tariff imports from overseas, the offsetting effects of that. Why are higher? Go ahead.
No, I mean, we have trade barriers trading among ourselves, namely regulations and taxes, essentially. And there's all this focus on any trade barriers with foreigners. But U.S. is very self-reliant. Like I said, we trade mostly with ourselves. So our domestic trade barriers are way more important than our foreign trade barriers, essentially. But in terms of the tariffs, the way I view them is essentially it's like with trade wars, with military wars. It's the value of a sort of peace through strength. We have a very big stick because other countries need us much more than we need them. So we have a very big stick with tariff. That means we can use it to threaten them without using the tariffs in the end, essentially. That's what we did with wine tariffs on France to get them to back off digital taxes, essentially. But it's this ability to have something that's a threat to get what you want, even though you don't use it. We don't use nuclear weapons militarily, but it's a great threat, and we get what we want through having that big stick. Tariffs I view as sort of similar. We have this capability of hurting other economies a lot more than they hurt us, and we should use it.
Or also you substitute lower domestic taxes, corporate taxes, for higher foreign taxes or
There you go.
tariffs. That's a quote from you, because see, I wrote it down the last time you were on.
You know what
so-
you're talking about, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Good stuff.
To see
Good
you.
to see you.